Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and I'll be playing Seablock today. So, as a reminder, in the previous episode we upgraded our power plant to use this awesome process with fluid burning heat sources, right? And in this episode I'm not exactly sure what I'd like to do. Maybe I should upgrade our 3 power blocks to kind of the same process, starting with this one, because it has lots of space. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Let's upgrade this to blocks, and we'll continue producing some we'll continue building geode processing plants because we really need the power. Sorry, not the power. We really need the copper, and to get the copper, we need to get these things. We need to get CROTINIUM, and this plant should be able to produce some CROTINIUM to us and provide us with CROTINIUM. Now I actually see that it's not fully built. We didn't add water pumps. So now we have water pumps. We can extend this one a little bit further and actually deal with the worms here. You know what? We want to move it a little bit above so that we're able to deal with these worms as well. So the idea is that we want to get these 2 blocks for a lot of geode processing plants, and this will hopefully address our issue with CROTINIUM shortage. Like, what are we doing? Like, does it even help us at all, or not really? I don't think what we are doing actually helps us. 1.1, 1.4. No, wait, it does. It's like 30% increase of CROTINIUM. I'm surprised. I'm not sure exactly how that happens because the construction of these 2 blocks shouldn't have increased CROTINIUM, but by so much. I'm a bit confused exactly what's going on. Anyway, let's get back to the spot where we are upgrading our power. So let's just delete this one. Do we need this one? We probably don't need this, but just in case, let's keep it and place it here. It might be a bit useful. We'll see. Something here. Nice. Good connection. This should delete them. I'm already deleting them here. Nice. So let's move our character to the new power. This is new power, and let's just start copy pasting it. That's the way we build things. We copy paste them. We need to fill this out with water, with land. I actually want to prepare these areas as well. With that, we should have significantly more power available in the network. Like, significantly more. I'm actually seriously considering about switching the recipes here to produce more CROTINIUM. At least for some time. Because this thing requires only CROTINIUM. Like, we are really short on CROTINIUM. Really short on it. So maybe, just maybe we should do it. I didn't want to do it. I was kind of trying to avoid it, to be honest. But I feel I don't really have a choice. Let's produce a lot of CROTINIUM in these blocks, and later we can kind of change it, right? Later, at some point, we can adjust these blocks and make them produce a little bit less CROTINIUM, because all these things are pretty easy to change. This should solve our immediate problem. Immediate problem is with the copper. Like, look at this amount of CROTINIUM that we're missing, amount of copper that we're missing. We need lots of it. We really need a lot, a ton of copper and CROTINIUM. And I lost this thought. And we're supposed to build here. Right, let's place it down. We have this power pole. I had exactly the same problem the last time I stomped this build down. And let's just proceed with this build. Maybe I should change this part as well. Maybe I should change this whole thing actually. Right, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm deleting all of this. Look at this. I'm deleting. I'm breaking our build. Because I'm not really worried about power shortages that much anymore. Maybe I should. Maybe I should still be worried about them, but for some reason I am not. And I just want to copy all of this thing, this whole thing, and I want to paste it down. And it might even work. Imagine that. Might even work. Right, we have a connection. Oh, wow. My bad. That wasn't expected. And also I think we lost lots of things here. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's copy this part. Make sure it's correctly. Okay, yeah, it looks good. Oh, and I pasted it into wrong spot. This is the right spot. Still looking good. I believe something is missing here. I believe we are missing a clarifier. Something is in the way. Oh, right, this one. Interesting. Can I replace it? We need to have space here and here for water. And we also need some space here and here. I don't believe we need anything more, right? So one connection, another connection, this connection, this connection. Nice. This is looking good. We should be getting some solid fuel to help with powering this parts, but apart from that, this thing should just work. Right, and we get even more power out of it as a result. That's great. Let's take a look. Why we cannot build this one? What is preventing it from being built? Oh, the double port coverage. Okay, we can fix it. I'm assuming we'll have the same problem here, right? Right, we kind of do the same problem. So I'll place a rubber port, like, temporarily. Or we could even have a rubber port here. Being there, like, all the time. Should I do that? No, it's fine. We'll have a temporary report and then we'll delete it. It is okay to do it like this. Nice. And with that, the build should be running. It should work. It should work. We just need to wait for the alerts. We don't even have alerts. So it will work just fine. We are supposed to be getting a lot of CROTINIUM here, but we are not getting CROTINIUM. What's the issue? We don't have any issues. It is just a bit slow. I can also make this thing produce CROTINIUM. So we have a lot of CROTINIUM being produced. 1, 2, 3. 3 blocks dedicated to CROTINIUM. And you know what? It is time. It's time, you guessed it correctly, to start building yet another block. Alright. Zoom in a bit. Right, that's the way. I think the only problem is that we placed too many radars. We copied the radar. I didn't actually want the radar to be placed like that. We want to have a different radar placement here. We want to have radar here. Have radar here, but not around. We will remove it from here. We have it below. Okay, we have it below, but not around. Nice. And I might as well connect the power here right now. Good. Let's see. We are no longer short on CROTINIUM. Seriously? No, we don't have excess of CROTINIUM, but we don't seem to have shortage of it either. That's interesting. It might be because the train is actually loading it up here, or like unloading it. We'll see. So we need, like for copper, we need a lot of CROTINIUM and stereotite. So let's keep it in mind that it's not only about CROTINIUM, it's also about stereotite. And we'll be producing lots of this stuff. Here we kind of have a similar situation. And this one is red. Because I'm assuming because this part is a little bit slow. So let's speed this up. I actually want this whole part to be kind of fast. This part doesn't have to be fast. Okay, but at the very least, this one can be fast. And this whole part of the build can be fast. Right? Okay. This is looking good. We're also using red belts here. Red belts everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but in lots of places. Do we need to upgrade this one? I don't think so. I think this is fine. Like the problem why these belts, like this building wasn't receiving enough copper, I think it might be related to the fact that I'm actually not sure. It might be related to the fact that we are using some copper here, but that's strange because the priority is to send things forward. Maybe it's because we were producing this cupric, like we were performing this cupric sorting for some tin, or I don't know. It's fine. It is fine. Let's take a look at the power builds that we upgraded. Did it actually give us more power or not? Or like, is it running? Is it working? This thing doesn't have enough power to finish its construction. So with this power pole, this should just work. We are producing lots of fuel oil. We are delivering it here, here, and here. And it's not yet running because the temperature is a little bit low. That's honestly, that's understandable. I completely understand. But sometimes it just takes a while. What I do want to do, since this part is basically built now, and we have more power available in the network, I want to upgrade the top one as well. I want to upgrade this build as well, because this way, like, the reason I'm doing these upgrades is to prepare ourselves for the improvement for like steam turbine, because as soon as we get steam turbine, we should be able to have like significantly more power, right? We landfilled all of this. Now I'm going here and copying this whole part pretty much, and I should be able to paste it here for the most part, right? Let's do this. For the most part, I should be able to paste it. We can even do something here to get a little bit of this to work. Oh, right, you know what? We can have this thing producing power, because we can connect steam here with underground pipes. Right. Right. This is gonna be really, really cool. And we can move this line a little bit further from, so instead of it being here, instead of it being here, we can place it here. We'll do the same with this one, just so it looks a little bit better. This is great that we're able to do this kind of thing here. Once everything is unfilled, I think everything is unfilled, I want to copy it again, or at least, you know, like, I guess this part, the part that needs copying, and I want to paste it here for a second time. Nice. We'll get a reminder of which areas need to have a mini lake created in the ground. And the question is, can this thing reach? No, it cannot. Okay, it's fine, let's move it. We can actually move both of them a little bit up, but I don't know whether I want to. Let's just do it like this. Right, water. We'll have this water soon. We've got this water, and we'll have this water as well. Right, let's connect things here. This is input, this is output. Actually, this reminds me, we do not need this part of the build here. We just don't need it. You know what, I actually might, I think I want to copy it just to have it saved somewhere. I could place it here and let's say call it, what is it, like, set reset latch? Or reset set? How is it usually called? Right, what happened? What? I don't get it. What exactly happened? We got more than 200 megawatts of power? I don't think it's possible. With the current build. I'm a bit confused. What happened there? Let's connect things like this. We'll connect this here and here. Nice. And we need to give this build some power, a little bit of, some water. So we have water. Oh, right, this connection. It's bad. Shouldn't have it. Let's see, do we have any extra connections? Wow, this is really looking strange. Really strange. It's okay. So we have power here, we have power here, and we have power here, and we can even make it in a way that it's running correctly. Because we can just add underground pipes here, and this should do it. Right, let's connect them here. It's a little bit off, just a tiny bit, but that's okay. And you know what? I probably will not be doing anything here, because then it will no longer look really nicely. So it's a little bit short on power, like it could be improved a little bit, but we still should have a lot of it now. We should have so much power that we don't really need. Well, what's the problem? We're getting only 200. This thing is not working. Why? We have temperature. We have... What is this connection? What is this? This should go here, and it should go here. Right. So now we are getting actually power from this one. Nice. I don't understand how it got broken. I really don't. This one has correct connection. Both of these are working, providing some power, and this one might also have some issues. Right, it's not connected at all. This part is connected, and this one now it is connected as well. So this one doesn't have power, this one doesn't have power. Why we are not getting any power here? We get fuel oil, it's been sent here, and I guess it's used up completely here, and we are missing some heat pipes. Yeah, not having enough heat pipes, is a problem. It is indeed a problem. So the temperature here should reach the required numbers relatively quickly, relatively soon, and all of this will just work, and we'll have a lot of power. Nice. What's the status of copper? We're still short on CROTINIUM, and we're still short on copper. Wow. I'm like really surprised by that, to be honest. we need a lot of copper, it looks like. Really a lot. I'm surprised that we are not short on the second ore that we needed. Just place it and do this thing. Stilotite, right? For copper we need stilotite and CROTINIUM. I'm really surprised that we are not short on stilotite. Which ores require CROTINIUM actually? So lead requires CROTINIUM, but we don't need a lot of lead. Tin doesn't require CROTINIUM. Silicon, nickel. Oh, aluminum requires CROTINIUM chunks. That explains it, because we also need a lot of aluminum. This explains why we are short on CROTINIUM. Now I get it. Now I actually understand what is the problem here. And I feel like this whole block can be dedicated to CROTINIUM, at least for now. We can change it a little bit later. I am aware of the fact that conditions here are on, that they're looking at other materials, that they will be, like, we will overproduce CROTINIUM. I am aware of that. I will try to keep an eye on this, and as soon as we have a better situation, what is the thing? As soon as we have a better situation with CROTINIUM, once it reaches, I don't know, once it goes a little bit higher, basically becomes like green, I will try to figure something out with it. But for now, we really need lots of copper. Like, the base is starved on copper, and we cannot do anything. Like, we cannot even produce blue science because of... Wait, not because of copper. Because of something else. We are short on... what is this? On green circuits. We are short on green circuits. And, okay, and green circuits are short on copper. And we might actually be getting some copper. Yes, we are getting some copper, nice. So, yeah, we need to fix this issue, and once it is fixed, you can actually see here that, yes, green circuits, like, we don't have no green circuits. And the reason for that is actually the copper. Now to delete this one, and maybe we should also, maybe we should have slightly better and placement of this rubber parts. I'm not sure, I don't particularly like this one, to be honest. I guess it's okay. I guess it's okay. Let's see what is happening. We are building this block. This one is running, producing CROTINIUM. This one is also producing CROTINIUM. Like, all four of these blocks of the new ones are producing CROTINIUM. We dealt with some of the biters over there, and should probably deal with more biters at some point. Sorry, not biters, worms. I don't think it actually works really well what we are doing. Let's see, can they reach us? 48. How much is 48? It's basically this. They will be able to reach us, unfortunately. So Let's remove the spot. And this way, it should be much better. It should be significantly better. We can also tell robots to start landfilling this spot. And maybe even we can tell them to landfill this area. I don't know, because I kind of want them to finish building this spot. And for that they need green circuits. That we are missing loaders, for which we require green circuits. So it's actually okay. It's okay. Let's give robots some work. Let's tell them to landfill all of this, and all of that. Nice. Nice. This is looking pretty good. Don't have CROTINIUM, don't have copper, don't have green chips, and don't have green science. And all of this is because of CROTINIUM. And after this, I expect we'll have a problem with stereotype. Yeah, look at this. It's already going down. Stereotype is already going down. But that is okay. That is fine, not a huge problem. Did we finish upgrading this power plant? Well, it's running, it's doing something. Right? That's good. Can't really complain about that. Cannot really complain about the power. We should have a lot of power now. And the thing is, we do not actually have... we do not have any headroom right now. In a sense that we are generating and exporting 600 megawatts of power, and our power grid supports at most 600 megawatts. It just doesn't support more than that. We cannot scale it further. So we are limited in terms of power by what we have. I might remove one line here. We will see. And maybe I should also place it... yeah, I don't know, because I kind of want this build to be placed properly. We'll see. The problem now is that we can't really get to this process anytime soon. We really want to. We want to get here. But it requires a lot of science. We need 4,000 science here. 700, 700, 1,700. So it's basically 3,500 here. And 4,500 here. So it's basically 8,000 of science is... blue science is needed to reach the spot. And we just don't have it at this point. So I'm not sure what to do now, to be honest. I am not sure what to do. We could build this part next. We could build crystals, because we'll need them, kinda. Yeah, we'll need them, so... I guess that would not be such a bad idea. But at the same time, I would have preferred to do something a little bit more productive than that. We could also start figuring out things for blue chips in theory. So that's another part that I could look into. Figuring out what exactly we need to do for blue chips. Actually, what's an issue with washing plants? Where are our washing plants? Let me move over here. Not to stay on the Map view. Where are washing plants? I don't even see them. I don't see washing plants. So they're supposed to have a red icon because they're not being produced. 13 marked 2 washing plants. So this is washing plant 1. It's not a washing plant. This is washing plant 2. We're missing electronic circuits. So same thing happening again. We don't have electronic circuits, and we don't have it because copper is going somewhere in the wrong place. And we are producing a lot of copper now, or at least we have a lot of copper ore. Here we don't have copper ore here. Still short on CROTINIUM. We're missing like 400,000 of CROTINIUM. Is this build really that slow? I thought it's a bit faster than that, but it seems to be pretty slow. It's okay, it's not really a huge deal, to be honest, but I guess I just expected a little bit more from it. How is our station with CROTINIUM? We were able to increase the amount of CROTINIUM by a lot. I actually am interested in seeing how much mineral sludge we are producing at this point. We are producing basically almost 200,000 mineral sludge per minute. Means that per second it's 3,000, right? 3,000 mineral sludge per second. That's a good amount, I guess. And for this block to work, what is this? What is this thing? Okay, I don't like this. We need to fix it. But it's also present in the blueprint, right? Okay, then I'm not gonna touch it. It's present in the blueprint. We have bad blueprint for jet processing. It all needs to be redone. We have extra belt. Yeah, it's okay, it's fine. I guess the idea was to export the mud, like extra mud here, in case we don't need to produce landfill or something. I'm not actually sure what was the idea, but I'm just assuming that was the thought process behind this. And yeah, it's working correctly. It's merging from both of the belts. This thing doesn't have power. Let's give it some power. So we are connecting things like this and like this. Wait. We had a connection. We should have light here, here, here. I'm surprised that these builds don't have lights near the stations. I guess it's because I'm using old station design. Yeah, okay, this is like our initial one. The connection seems to be done correctly, and this is the new one. And we also want to give some lights here. We have lights here, here. We have one here, that's nice. have one. We do not have one. We do not have one. And here we also don't have one. Let's see. The connection is correct, I think. Awesome, look at that. Lots of things are happening. Robots are building stuff. We have the jumps going not actually very high. It's a very interesting load. It's quite interesting, in my opinion. Right, what's going on here? Do we need to extend it? A little bit further, we cannot really extend it because this right, let's build something here. Maybe like this. And then we'll delete extra things. Like we will delete this part and we'll fix all of this at some point. I just want to kind of proceed with filling this area with jet processing. And maybe we'll need this area to be used for jet processing as well. I don't know. I don't know, but that wouldn't be such a bad idea, I think. Wouldn't be such a bad idea. So this part will start up really soon. Power is connected. This thing is connected. It's producing, like, it's set to produce CROTINIUM. We're producing CROTINIUM here, 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 and here. Basically everywhere. Like all of this is going into CROTINIUM. We can go to our monitoring dashboard because I don't think I need to be like the character, the invisible character doesn't have to be physically there anymore. And look at this, we are getting, like, our shortage of CROTINIUM is becoming less and less, smaller and smaller. That's good. That's good. Soon we'll have copper done. We'll have green circuits produced. We already got delivery here, which allows us to build a lot, like really lots of loaders. We'll place all these loaders and we'll have even more CROTINIUM. And because now this part is working, yes, but this part is not working because of washing plants and loaders. Speaking of washing plants, we are missing only 6, so we are producing washing plants as well. This is good. This is good. And we can build something here as well. I'll probably build even more of these builds, just because they are they're basically giving us everything we need. And they are completely tileable. I don't have to think in terms of which one I'm placing where. I'm just placing them wherever, and all of this is working. These builds are nice, they're given 15. So let's calculate how many filtration plants are here. We have 48, sorry, filtration crystallizers, 48. And here we have 24 times 2, 48. So in terms of the production of the ore, these are equivalent. The only difference is that the below one, it powers itself, and the above one, it generates this catalysts. So this is a mineral catalyst, and this is a crystal, or what's the name? What's the name of that catalyst? This one, crystal catalyst, which is pretty good. Like, we really want this, and that was the main reason for designing this build. It's actually for like to produce catalysts, and it is producing catalysts, as you can see here. So it's working as intended. This part is producing some charcoal. It almost looks like it's shot on charcoal, which is a bit surprising to me. No, this part has enough of charcoal. Like, if this build doesn't have enough of charcoal, I would be surprised, because it's supposed to have just enough. Maybe we need to upgrade to better algae farm, to be honest. I don't know, I don't really want to change the build. It should be working fine. Because if you look at this one, and we look at charcoal production, we have 1.8 algae farms 2 that are needed to power this build. And we have 2 of them. So it should be enough. And we don't really, like, we don't seem to have a problem here with the charcoal. So we have 180, alright. It will basically fill up this internal buffer to the fullest, and only then it will start filling the belt. It's fine. Nothing to worry about. Look at that. We don't have charcoal, no charcoal CROTINIUM issues anymore. We have enough CROTINIUM. By enough, I mean basically have 0 CROTINIUM. But we are not requesting it anymore, because I guess it's in transit. This could be the reason. I don't know how in transit materials work with all of this. I'm really not sure. I don't know. CROTINIUM. Let's go in here and convert it into ore. And it is being sent here to the station. So I guess the station is the main limit that you have now. We are unable to go through all the ore that we have. But you can kind of see that the amount of copper ore is pretty high. It's like really high. So what we probably want to do, we probably want now to fix our ore, like copper plates issues. We probably want to produce some copper plates right here. I don't want to use, like, to switch to copper coils just yet. But having copper plates here sounds like a pretty good idea. We would need to have some charcoal production. We could request charcoal actually for this build, because copper ingots, yeah, they don't actually require any charcoal. So we could just get charcoal from other stations and hope it will be enough. This will be the second user of charcoal. The first user of charcoal is where is it? Resin? Oh wait, is that resin? This one? I think, yeah, this is the first user of charcoal, and we kinda need a lot of it. Nice, we are producing resin, we have some plastic production there as well. You know what, we could actually maybe add resin and plastic. Yeah, should we leave some space? Let's leave some space for anything that we might want to build here. Move it a little bit. Move this thing back. And I don't know what other materials we want to have here. But we'll start with plastic and resin, I guess. These are pretty important, and it's nice to be aware of them. You could also have wood, right? You could have wood, resin, plastic, and charcoal. Let's say charcoal, wood, resin, plastic, because I want to see how much charcoal I have in the system now that I'm actually requesting it once in a while, right? Solid fuel, I'm not really interested in that. We have lots of it. We have more than enough solid fuel, way more than enough. So let's say we want charcoal, right? Charcoal, nice. We want to have wood. Where is our wood? This is wood. We want to have resin. Resin should be here. And we want to have plastic. Plastic is right here. Now let's connect all of this correctly. So the connection goes this, 2, 3, and 4. And we want to specify the correct conditions here again. Charcoal and charcoal. We want wood and another wood. We want resin 1, resin 2, plastic 1, plastic 2. Let's take a look. So we have lots of these things, and that is good. That's exactly what I want to see. The fact that we have all of this green, only pink ones are kind of problematic. We actually have a slight problem with this thing, with crushed stereotype. Looks like we need to have a bit of crushed stereotype, and what I was thinking is that this is stereotype, right? So we could maybe dedicate this line to stereotype instead of to CROTINIUM. What? We have a power pole mismatch? Oh right, this part is using old power poles. That is bad, we don't want that. Let's fix power poles here. Right, let's just fix all of this. I want these builds to use proper power poles. And they will lose the connection here, unfortunately. But that's not that bad. I mean, it's kinda bad, but it's not like super bad. Right. Let's see. Is this working? Yes. Unfortunately, it's built in CROTINIUM. We wanted to build with CROTINIUM, but this thing. Oh no 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 no! Why did I do it? No. I just dragged it. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done it. I should have clicked them. Interesting. So Ctrl Z doesn't change the configuration, like the recipes. That is very interesting. Very interesting. It's kind of inconsistent, to be honest. I feel it's inconsistent, like what exactly is happening with Ctrl Z, because some changes, you never know, like what, like which exact change is replaced. Even now, right? I dragged the thing, it made some changes, and when I was pressing Ctrl Z, some of the changes that were applied got reverted, while some others were not really reverted. So, yeah, you never know. So we are shot on stereotype, we are shot on CROTINIUM, we do not have copper plates. We still don't have copper plates because this thing is just unable to produce the amount of copper plates we're interested in. That's the issue. It just cannot produce enough. Which is why I want to build some of those here. Like we could have a production of copper plates right here. Now let's add a task. Copper plates. Add copper ore. So that's a pretty important thing. It should hopefully solve this issue that you have with the shortage of copper, because we overbuilt blue science a little bit. Our blue science is requesting 120 copper plates, and we are just unable to produce so many. So it just eats through copper plates as soon as, like, as fast as it can, basically. Yeah. We could tweak the base a little bit. I kind of want to tweak it a tiny bit. I want to, for this thing to have, let's say, like priority 1. No, what am I doing? Yes, this one. I want to produce basic and green circuits kind of all the time. And second thing is I want to have priority to this one. So I want to have priority 2. No, it's the other way around. I want this priority to be higher than this one. So I want red circuits to also have priority, but not as high. So let's say we are given this one's priority 9. Oh, let's give this one. Let's change it. This one's will be 9. And this one's will be 8. So we want this thing to have lower priority than this one, priority 8. And I shouldn't have changed it for the provider. I should have done it for the requester. So here, priority 8. That means that we shouldn't have shortages of green circuits ever. Like, I don't want to have shortages of green circuits. And I don't really want to have shortages of red circuits. Even if our science wants to consume like lots of copper and lots of other materials, I still want this, the chips, to have a priority, because chips are actually useful in the mall. So it's kind of important to have them available for various reasons, like to build some stuff, or even like this washing plant, or what was this station to get with the loaders. We didn't have enough green chips to kind of for our loaders, so we had like these problems. I don't want to have these problems in the future. Alright, so in the next episode we will scale a little bit copper plate production, now that we have somewhat good situation with CROTINIUM. Right, let me show it here. Almost got. For a moment we had just enough CROTINIUM to power everything, not to power to feed all of our processes. But yeah, this is the stage of the base. We are short on some materials, we have enough of some other materials. Base is working, mostly, almost. We are still at 5% of this research of advanced electronics, and we are trying to get advanced oil refining to be able to get like pure cobalt process and pure gold. No, titanium, I guess, will be needed for some buildings. So that is the path we are heading. Direction we are heading towards. And yeah, in this episode we actually built geodes processing plants. We fixed the power, like we have 600 megawatts of power now. This is a pretty huge thing. This will have to be removed at some point, but while we have it, I guess it's cool that we have it. This power was built in the previous episode, I believe. Yeah. So here we are. We'll be working on this build. Next, we'll place some blast furnaces here and some induction furnaces here. It should be like there should be enough space to get something. We just need to figure out the ratios and put like as much stuff as we can here. Right. Thanks everyone for watching. This was episode 111, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!